Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Kiro is AWS's AI powered development environment that helps developers move from requirements to specifications, plans, tasks, and working code. In this demo, we will learn how to set up Kiro so that users can sign into Kiro using AWS IAM Identity Center and get billed through your AWS account. Before we proceed, I am Hartin Jacob Kanigatutu. I am an author, a cloud architect, speaker, and community builder. In the previous sessions, we configured AWS organizations and AWS IAM Identity Center. We will assume those foundational services are already configured and operational. Else, you can refer to the previous videos from the Coding Architect AI YouTube channel. It is youtube.com/at Coding Architect AI, or the links attached to this video. In this session, we will focus only on connecting Kiro with that existing IAM Identity Center setup. This demo has two parts. First, we will complete the AWS side setup. Sign into AWS using IAM Identity Center, open the Kiro service, enable or configure Kiro, connect Kiro with the IAM Identity Center, confirm that the required access or subscription is available. Then we will complete the developer side setup. Download and install the Kiro IDE from kiro.dev, sign into Kiro using IAM Identity Center, and verify that Kiro is ready to use. By the end of this demo, we will have Kiro connected with the IAM Identity Center and ready for enterprise style sign-in. You can go to your AWS Access Portal URL, which you would have got from your IAM Identity Center service page. You can log in with your username. Once you log into your Access portal, you can see all the accounts assigned to you. I have two accounts assigned to me. For step 1, I will log into my management account with a administrator permission. We could have logged in using a root user email or as a IAM user. We had seen these options in previous discussions. However, in enterprise environments, administrators typically access AWS using IAM Identity Center today. This provides a centralized authentication, single sign-on, multi-factor authentication, and better security practices. So we have successfully signed into our AWS management console. Now go to the Kiro service. You can search for Kiro here. Click on Kiro. It gives me a message: region unsupported. Amazon Q developer is not available in United States, Ohio. Please select another region. As you can see, Kiro is not supported in all regions. As of this recording, it is supported in United States, North Virginia, and Europe, Frankfurt. Let me select United States, North Virginia. So there are few messages here. Action required by May 15, 2026. Update your firewall allow list for Kiro. We are updating the service endpoints for Kiro as part of an infrastructure modernization effort. The IDE and CLI version published after May 15, 2026 will communicate with the updated endpoints under the Kiro.dev domain. If your organization has configured firewall rules to allow access to Kiro, you will need to update those rules to allow the new endpoints before May 15, 2026 to avoid any disruption. We have come a long way after May 15, 2026. So let us click on sign up for Kiro. Select your identity management source. Choose how you want to manage user identities for your profile. We will select IAM Identity Center and click Next. Welcome to Kiro. To complete your setup, choose Enable to enable Kiro in this account. Once set up, you can tailor settings for Kiro features and invite team members. We will collect and store aggregated metrics for use in your dashboard. You can disable the collection and storage of metrics later through the Kiro settings page. Let us click on enable. We have successfully created Kiro profile. You can now add users and groups in your team to Kiro. Let us go to groups and click on add group. It will ask to select the Kiro plan. There is also a message here for any of the paid plans. Turn on overages to extend your usage. Need a little bit more? You can upgrade the plan or turn on overage billing on paid plans. Even though I can add users directly by clicking on add user and selecting a plan. As a best practice followed in most organizations, I can go to groups. I can click on add group. I will select Kiro Pro Max, but you may just select Kiro Pro to start with and later upgrade as needed. You can click on continue. In my IAM Identity Center dashboard, I can click on groups and I can create different groups. For example, can create a group Kiro Pro users, Kiro Pro Plus users, and finally Kiro Power users. Now we can go to Kiro service and search for groups. You may have to wait a bit for the groups to show up here or just close and come back again. I can select one of these groups, say Kiro Pro users, and I can click on assign. It will say successfully created a Kiro subscription for one group. If you created subscriptions using groups, there may be a delay of up to 24 hours before your users can successfully access a subscription. I just realized I had selected Kiro plan as Kiro Pro Max, but group name is Kiro Pro users. Let us try to change the plan. Let us select Kiro Pro, continue. We haven't added any users to these groups, right? We can go to IAM Identity Center. By the way, we could have done it earlier, but in many organizations, it is done when users request. So here I have a message, IAM Identity Center is currently configured in Central Canada region. I can just click to switch and then groups and go to Kiro Pro users and then add users to group. Hartin, add one user. Hartin was successfully added to the Kiro Pro users group. I can now go back to Kiro. It will ask me to change the region. I can select North Virginia. So as you can see, my AWS organizations and IAM Identity Center are set up in Canada region, but my Kiro was set up in North Virginia region. Let us check for users and groups. We have one group and number of users is 1. As you can see, the existing plan and downgraded plan you can see here. Now let us go to our AWS Access portal for this user and check on applications. We can see that there is a Kiro profile US East one available here. Now let us go to Kiro.dev and download Kiro. There are two options, IDE and CLI. You can first download the IDE. I can go to the download folder and double click to install. Accept the agreement. Click on next, next, next. Click on next, install. The Kiro IDE is basically VS Code based, similar to many such tools. Click on Finish. So now we can click on Sign In. It will open up in a new tab, or you can just copy paste and go to our browser. Enter. We have set up as part of our organization, right? Organization. And then click on sign in via IAM Identity Center instead. You have to provide your start URL, which you have to get from your IAM Identity Center. You can search for IAM Identity Center. Remember to switch the region. So dashboard. I'll just use this start URL. I'll paste it here. Then you have to select region. We had selected US East North Virginia, right? So it will be US East one. Click continue. It will tell you can close this page now. And if we go to Kiro, there was a error signing you in. Please try again. So let us try again. Organization, sign in with IAM Identity Center. See here, Canada Central 1, continue. It will ask allow Kiro IDE to access your data. Allow access. So you can see that Kiro is automatically called. And if you go here, you can see that your plan is Kiro Pro Max, managed by your organization. Overages are disabled, which means once these credits are over, I'll not have access to continue further. Most organizations start with Kiro Pro, and then when somebody reaches the maximum, they will move them to a different higher tier. And for most of the companies, there could be some approval process also. However, in our case, I wanted to show the case where for the same user, a Kiro Pro plan is assigned directly and a Kiro Pro Max is assigned through group. It could be multiple Kiro plans also through groups. The highest will take precedence. As per doc, I'll be charged for the highest. So what was the issue? We were not able to log in from Kiro. I initially thought it is a browser callback issue. An error was not very descriptive also. Let me sign out. And when I click on sign in, click on your organization, click on sign in via Identity Center. I hope you noticed earlier we were using US East 1, and now I am using CS Central 1. The confusion was because Amazon Kiro, when we set up, the region was set up as US East 1. But our IAM Identity Center was set up with Canada Central. And when you sign in, you need to provide your IAM Identity Center region and not your Kiro region. Now we can actually start building things using Kiro. If you want to learn alongside me, you can always connect with me through LinkedIn, linkedin.com/in/Hartin. I can even call you back to your phone number across the globe. So it will be first come, first serve basis. And when we work together, maybe I could give you some Kiro credits also for you to experiment with. Let us all learn together and grow together. Bye bye for now, and see you all in another session.